welcome everybody here to qualifying for race number 31 of Season 4 of the NNSCRA Duracell Cup Series. We're getting ready to go racing here at the dirt-covered Lime Rock Raceway Park. Lime Rock has been a mainstay in the playoffs for the last few seasons here in the Duracell Cup Series, but it has been asphalt-based, not dirt-based, so a bit of a curveball for these drivers in the middle race of round 2 of the playoffs. But we still have to determine who are going to be the final 6 drivers to compete later on in the Shady Glen 255. Those top 6 finishers here today will transfer into slots 37 through 42 in later on's main event race. That's going to be a very interesting spot right there on the racetrack. The bus stop over on the back section of the road course. Visibility is also going to be an issue here today, even for us here in the broadcast booth. You can see not a whole lot of visibility with the dust kicked up there. We'll do our best to be able to bring you the best possible camera angles to see the action that goes on. There'll be 10 laps of racing here in this non-charter qualifying session, with Toyotas on the front row. Harrison Ponder in the 79 out of Otter Island Motorsports, and Will Goss in the number 20 out of DCW Racing. Check in the description below for where all the 26 drivers are going to be starting, including last week's now 2-time winner D Poteet, who looks to make his 8th start on the season here today. Into the Geico restart zone they head, green flags in the air, and let's roll at Lime Rock Dirt. Everybody might have gotten through the first corner okay. Actually, maybe someone might have had trouble back there. I'm not certain if I saw correctly or not. See if there was an incident, if race officials feel it's enough to bring out a full course yellow, and we still remain under green. Nope, apparently my eyes were deceiving me. Nobody in trouble. Man, you just can't see anybody back there. Easy to see from the helicopter cam here as Dawson Wise has moved into second. Adam Sampsell going to move by for the 3rd position on the downhill slope into turn 11. One of the fastest corners here at Lime Rock, whether you're on the pavement or on dirt. I've run this track online. That's one of the most fun corners on the track. Ooh, as we got a little contact there, a little bumping. J Taurus, the back of Tristan Allen. Oh, we got a car way off the track. That was the 80 of Brad Stover. Does he get back on the racing surface is the question, and it doesn't look like it. No caution, however. It was way off the racing surface, and there he is on pit road. Now, big reason why that happened, and we're going to be covering this during the course of this weekend. There's a lot of grip in the dirt, but you'll see those 2 areas off on the left and right side, the darker brown. That's sand, and there is no grip there. When your tires grip that sand line, it's like the car just does not want to turn, and it can send you off the course if you're carrying too much speed. And I think that's exactly what happened to Brad Stover, as K Mathews has now worked his way up into the 5th position. Just behind Tristan Allen, just ahead of Will Goss, so he's in a DCW sandwich. K Mathews has not made a start since the regular season finale at Auto Club. Of course, getting moved down here to the non-charter series, the lowest driver with a charter in the point standings at the end of the regular season had to make space for Chris Dollarton to move up and make the 10 playoff races since he is competing for the championship. Had a good run actually last week at Hillside. As Dawson Wise there in the 81 out of Michael Norman Motorsports. Dawson Wise looking for his 9th start on the year. 2 top 5s and 3 top 10s in the 8 starts he's made so far this season. Right now running almost 2 seconds behind your race leader Harrison Ponder. Harrison Ponder's looking to make his 6th start on the season. And there's Adam Sampsell in the 13 looking to make start number 9 on the year. Good battle here for 4th place. Tristan Allen, who I was going to mention just before Brad Stover had his problem. Tristan Allen has a charter win this season, and it was at Bristol, the dirt-covered Bristol. So you would certainly think that another track that's transitioned over to a dirt surface would be right in his wheelhouse. And right now he's holding a transfer spot, as is Kyle Mathews. Final transfer spot currently being held by Will Goss in the 20. He looks back and sees J Taurus. Now Taurus in the 7th position. He is the driver that has made the most starts this season as a non-charter driver that has made the least number of starts in a charter race. Only 3 starts so far this year for him. In those 3 starts, he has managed to finish up inside of the top 5 once. That also qualified as his only top 10 of the season, but an average finish of 17th in the races that he takes part in. So certainly one of those guys, when he makes the race, he makes the most of it. But he's got one guy to beat right now in these next 5.5 laps or so, and that's Will Goss to get that final transfer spot. Just outside of this is S Ozkan in the 70. Now, S Ozkan would love to be able to make this race because as the race has dwindled down, the time is running out for him to be able to compete for Dylan Schwallenberg's current Rookie of the Year title. Schwallenberg 13 points over Samet coming into this weekend. Schwallenberg right now not even up inside the top 10, but Samet Ozkan's got a chance of being able to get up there into the top 6, making a start and gaining as much as 10 points on Dylan Schwallenberg in the course of one race. As we got a car that just came off pit road. That's Seth Cole in the 25. He's going to merge here with the lead lap cars. So it might be a little bit of traffic for this battle for 4th place to have to deal with, as Kyle Mathews will complete the pass. Nicely done there. Was a thing we were kind of wondering about coming into this race, was the ability for drivers to pass. And much like a dirt track, you kind of have to use 2 or 3 laps to set up the pass before you actually execute it. So we will be definitely taking a lot of notes on what we see here in this non-charter race to see then what to expect in the charter race later on today, which will be 25 laps in length. And we know from past experience, whether it's dirt track or asphalt, we are going to be having potential green flag pit stops come into play in that, or at least pit strategy in some way, shape, or form. As Adam Sampsell continues to put the pressure on Dawson Wise. Harrison Ponder, you know, he's the guy that's leading this race, but he's the one that's gotten the least amount of camera time. That's because he's just driving away. Over 2.5 seconds that last time by, 2.6 officially, between himself and that battle for 2nd place. So he's just out there hitting his marks. And we've seen so many times this season that, you know, these guys that make their way into the main event through the non-charter qualifying sessions, you can't rest on them. You want a case in point? Well, last week, when we were at Hillside, D Poteet just barely sniped the final transfer spot in the non-charter race. Started dead last on the field. Where did he finish? P1. Picking up his 2nd win on the season. So, there's so many other instances as well. Tristan Allen started back outside of the top 35 at Bristol Dirt. Was able to work his way up to pick up that victory. So there's definitely plenty of stories out there that we can go back to that show that these non-charter guys, even though they may lack in track position, when it's a race that turns into a pit strategy type race, they're the kind of guys that come to the forefront. And as I just mentioned, fully expecting a pit strategy race later on today. Could be 2 laps to go this next time by. When Harrison Ponder hits the line, Toyotas are looking awfully good right now. They've got 4 of the top 6 spots. You've got a Ford in Dawson Wise and a Chevy in Kyle Mathews. Matter of fact, Toyota holds 6 of the top 8 spots right now, with J Taurus and Samet Ozkan just on the outside looking in, but they have lost ground. As soon as I say that, though, the Ford of Justin Dearborn broke up the Toyota brigade, moving up into the 8th position around J Taurus. You can see right there a big gap as Arthur Xavier in the 24 has been on pit road. Uncertain if that's a scheduled or unscheduled pit stop for him. We also saw Seth Cole was on pit lane. I don't think these drivers would have to pit here in this 10-lap segment, but maybe they do. Of course, if anything broke out our NSA split cam will be showing you guys what happened to any driver that ran into an incident. This next time by, it's going to be the white flag for Harrison Ponder. Harrison Ponder, of course, got his season started off right when he qualified for the Daytona 500. But since then, he's only made 4 other starts, looking to make start number 6 of his career as he'll see the white flag. 1 lap to go. Battle for second place between Dawson Wise and A Sampsell. Not sure if they'll do a whole lot of racing here as both are in transfer spots. You don't want to mess up that on the final lap. K Mathews looking to make his first start since Auto Club. Kind of been a long time coming for the S3 Motorsports car. Tristan Allen right now in 5th, and W Goss holds down the 6th position. He does have Arthur Xavier challenging him. That is not for position, but you'll notice the 70 of S Ozkan is starting to close in, along with J Dearborn. So W Goss, a couple more corners to traverse here, about 4 more corners to hold on to that final transfer spot. I think he's going to be able to get it here unless he makes a mistake. As out of the final corner comes Harrison Ponder. And down the front straightaway, he'll go coast to coast, started on pole. Never looked back, leads the entirety of this non-charter race, and he will be making his way into the Shady Glen at 2:55 later on today. Dawson Wise, A Sampsell, K Mathews all crossed. They are going to transfer in. Tristan Allen and his teammate W Goss are going to get the final 2 transfer spots into the main event later on today. Waiting for everybody to cross the start-finish line here to make the results official, but we pretty much know that the top 6 are official. And there you see, we now know the official finisher results from this one. So K Mathews will be making his 27th start on the year. Tristan Allen his 9th. 9th also for Dawson Wise. W Goss will be making his 7th. A Sampsell his 9th. And our race winner, Harrison Ponder, will be making his 6th. Just on the outside looking in, we're S Ozkan, J Dearborn, J Taurus, and Michael Wayne Robinson. Our rookie points leader, D Schwallenberg, finished 11th, and 2-time winner D Poteet never made his way really up there, even to the top 10. He's going to finish in 16th here today, so riding high after last week at Hillside will not make today's race here at Lime Rock Dirt. So, what did we learn from this race that we can apply to the Shady Glen 255 later on today? Well, first off, passing is possible, but it takes a little bit of time, and big X factor is going to be execution on pit road. We could be very well looking into a caution-free race later on today, and if that is the case, it's really just going to come down to pit strategy. So looking forward to that one. Congratulations to the 6 drivers that we'll be seeing make up the latter portion of the starting grid later on today. Hope that you guys will tune in for that. Thanks for watching this non-charter qualifying session. We'll see you guys later for the main event, playoff race number 5 of Season 4 of the Duracell Cup Series, as you've been watching another production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best.